Hi guys, I'm Nick, and I've been roaming the open road for 3 years in too many self-built camper vans. I'm currently travelling with my partner Sam, hey, and when we are lucky, my pup Lord Onyx comes for a joyride with us too. Subscribe for van life adventures every week. A few weeks ago we started our Northern Ireland road trip where we boarded a ferry from England to Belfast. We have worked our way anti-clockwise around this beautiful country, starting with the Mourne coastal route. Already in 2 weeks we have climbed 2 mountains, wild swam to our heart's content, soaked up the incredible Irish culture and hit many bumps in the road. It is never van life without them. Click the card above to catch up. In this week's episode we go back to some NicRoams traditions. One of my fave topics, poop talk. We skank our first proper shower after 2 weeks, discover plenty more amazing park-ups, which would you stay at, and do what any Northern Ireland road tripper must do, visit the Giant's Causeway. Good morning guys, today we start with the horrible task of emptying the composting toilet. Don't worry, I won't show it you explicitly, but it is never a NicRoams vlog unless there is poop talk. So yeah, we have upgraded our toilet facilities from a porta potty to a composting toilet, although we still need to finish the composting toilet by adding a urinal bottle in. So the porta potty is still with us at the moment, enjoying a nice trip around Northern Ireland, and we're using the compost toilet only for number 2s at the moment. Anyway, it's time to pop it all into the bin. So what we've got is this bucket from B&Q, £3, and we literally line it with a composting bin bag so we can either bury it or pop it in a bin. Obviously burying it you have to be in a certain area, you can't do it in a tourist hotspot like where we are right now, so it is the bin that we will go to. There's your poo. There's your baby.
First poo bag complete.
Thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit more about the toilet situation actually, whilst we're on the topic. Basically our composting toilet, we decided to build it ourselves. And we didn't put a fan in it because it was like an afterthought, so we couldn't have wired up a fan and have an extractor fan going out of the van, and we didn't really want to put another hole in the van either. So we did contact a few people who had done the same and asked about it all, and it seems like it had been working well, and it has been working well for us. Sorry, I made it sound like it wasn't, but there is a little bit of a smell, kind of like hamster cages. It doesn't always smell, like you can come in the van and sometimes it doesn't smell, but then if you stand near the bed, because the toilet's that way, and you knock the bed a bit, then a little smell kind of pops out of nowhere, well, out of the toilet. So that is kind of what's happening with our composting toilet right now. And also in the past I've had a chemical toilet, a shiwi and a composting toilet, and so far I feel like the composting toilet is the best one, especially for UK based people where there are no airs. The composting toilet is just much more easier to get rid of your waste versus the chemical toilet. I did actually buy a scented thing to go in the toilet, but we forgot that it doesn't work unless you flush a toilet, but there's no water in there, so it doesn't actually work, so we need to replace it with something else, and also just complete the composting toilet as a whole. So I think that is it about composting toilets for today. We are saying goodbye to yet another beautiful park up and heading to our next stop. To be honest, this evening it's already 7:30. We're just going to do a mini road trip along the Causeway coastal route. So we've got a few towns that we want to see, and harbours and beaches and rock formations and things like that. So, and then we're going to find a park up for the evening. BALLINTOY Harbour is a picturesque coastal nook and was used for smuggling centuries ago, from whiskey to sheep. The harbour has become ever more famous in its recent days after it was used as a Game of Thrones filming location for parts of the Iron Island. WHITEPARK Bay Beach has 3 miles of golden sands and is backed by ancient dunes carpeted in rare plants and wildlife. It is the perfect place for a lazy day, a sunset campfire, or a leisurely stroll. We're in a bit of a predicament. We've gone down a bit of a country lane to this harbour here. It's beautiful. And people are parked on the one side of the road, but someone's left their butt out a little bit, so our van will not pass through, and there is not a turning point behind us, so we'd have to reverse, I don't know, 300 metres around hairpin roads. So we're currently checking out the harbour just to see if we can turn around down here. Then we're gonna have to wait until this car moves out the way, if it moves out the way. So otherwise we're stuck for the night. Does it look like we can turn around down there?
I reckon so.
Okay, so now we just have to hope that whoever's car that is, that they're not out wild swimming for too long. Or are you gonna try squeeze through if I keep an eye out?
Squeeze it, we like a good challenge, don't we?
It's that car whose butt is a bit out, making the road a little bit too tight. Just escorting the van out of this country road. Help! Help! I actually just shit myself. Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready to rumble?
Yeah, I'll be fine. We got down, we can get back up, right?
Hey look, Sammy's hut.
Oh, that's my place.
Everyone is super friendly here. I was walking down in front of the van and they're just asking, oh, where are you guys from and stuff. It's we're in a panic here, but everyone is just so chilled. They're like, oh, you've got loads of space, but there's only a foot, and to us, again, that would be really tight. But yeah, anyway, let's get out of here and we'll catch you in the morning. I'm not sure I can do it this time. It's actually really cold and the sun's not fully out, is it?
Oh. Nope, it's horrible. It's actually not that bad when you get out.
So the whole point of going in the sea this morning is actually because the showers are here and we didn't want to just rock up and get in the shower. We wanted to go in the sea first, look like normal people, and then go in the shower. I can't do it. So how long did we brave it for?
A couple of minutes.
Just a couple of minutes. But at least we can now go have our shower without anyone judging us. We have just had a shower. It was freezing, but we felt absolutely amazing. Today marks 2 weeks since we've been here and we haven't had a shower with shampoo and stuff since, so it just feels really, really good. Anyway, it is our lunch break, so we're heading off once again to find a spot with signal, as there is none here. And then after that, we'll go on another mini road trip this evening. And if you do decide to come here, I would recommend looking into going on the kayaking tours, because there's just loads of little craggy islands that you could go around, which we missed out on. So yeah, enjoy it if you come here. We're now in Bushmills. We've just come here to get away from the coastline because it's really, really busy, and we're at this really cute little park up here. It's got a river behind us. I'll show you. Anyway, the sun is beating down on our side door, so it's just really warm compared to going in the sea earlier. And I believe there's like a whiskey distillery around here, but unfortunately neither of us really like whiskey, which is sad because obviously Northern Ireland, or Ireland in general, is famous for whiskey. We're going to try and find a laundry mat or something like that, laundromat, to do a bit of a wash as well. Now it's 2 weeks, we could definitely do with washing some of our clothes. The Dark Hedges is an avenue of beech trees planted by the Stuart family in the 18th century as a feature to impress visitors approaching their Georgian mansion. It was so impressive that it became yet another Game of Thrones filming location. Regardless if you're a fan of the show or not, it is a truly beautiful place to walk. That was unreal. To be honest, when we came to Northern Ireland, we didn't plan to do like loads of Game of Thrones things, did we? Yeah. I didn't anyway. But when we've got here, all of like the tourist information and things like that, and they just filmed everywhere basically, so we've just naturally ended up doing loads of Game of Thrones stuff. And
they're all worth it as well.
But yeah, exactly, they're all worth it whether you are a Game of Thrones fan or not. So we've been enjoying it. It's been getting us going out and doing things.
The sceneries are beautiful, and like you said, it gets you out.
So we've actually been really lucky as well, because in the evenings it's quite quiet, which is when we tend to do most of our travellings because of working in the day. There are people at the destination, there just isn't loads, so you all get a chance to like see it properly.
Everyone's very considerate, so you kind of do take your turn.
So time to go to the next destination. Giant's Causeway! I'm so excited to see this one, but a little nervous because I just don't want to miss anything whilst I'm there, because this is just like the big iconic attraction to go to in Northern Ireland. Like, you've just got to go, so I hope we just kind of do it well. It's not a Northern Ireland road trip without visiting the Giant's Causeway, one of the most phenomenal places on planet Earth. Made up of 40,000 hexagonal basalt columns that shoot right out from the sea. Some say the result of an ancient volcanic fissure eruption, but we all know it was the Irish giant Finn McCool. Legend has it that Finn built this causeway for potentially two reasons: to reach his arch enemy BENONE, who lived on the island of Stafford in Scotland, or to meet a female giant that he was in love with and bring her back to Ireland to marry her. Which one do you believe? Good morning guys. God, I feel like crap. Sam got me up really early so we could head to Portrush and get a space in one of the car parks here, and we've somehow ended up in an air in the middle of Portrush. I have not actually seen an air here in Northern Ireland yet, but I knew that they existed, and we got here and there was just one spot remaining, so this is it. It's like being in Europe. We all have our own little space, and like even a section for like your camp chairs and stuff, and it's got its own little air. Check this out. This is where you can like empty your waste and fill up your water and everything, and this car park is £12 for 24 hours, which isn't that bad if you've got the facilities and stuff, and then there's also toilets and things there, so yeah. Yep, it's pretty cool. Guys, I'll catch you in a bit because I've hardly woken up.
Good morning. We've got a water tap over here as well.
Yeah, and there, baby.
What?
And the air bit. He's never seen an air yet, so look, I'll introduce him to an air. Do you want to introduce him to an air?
Yeah, let's have a look, man.
I'll introduce you
I'm all
to an
down
air.
for seeing new thing.
So, this is the air.
Yeah.
So that's the tap, although there's no attachment to it, so it means to fill up like jerry cans. And then that is your waste.
It's non-drinkable.
It costs 1 jeton.
It's a jeton.
Terrace Dinos Services. Hey, that's like French, isn't it? And then this side as well, you've got electric hookup, you've got more water, drinking water, and then what's on this side? Nothing. What are your thoughts on this?
It's pretty cool, man. I like it.
These are all over Europe. It's really easy to travel in Europe, unlike England. Grr. Anyway guys, I will catch you later because I haven't even got my voice yet. Literally. Look at that. Good morning guys, I am officially awake. It is now after 9, so I have my voice. The plans today, we are in Portrush and we are going to be going surfing. But first up, we're going to go on a wander around the town, check it all out and get some breakfast down this. So we just went to the Alive surf shop and the waves are just super flat and apparently it's going to be like this all week. So we haven't hired anything yet. We're going to go get breakfast and think about it. But it seems like we need to go to plan B. As plan A failed, we decided to be mega tourists and go around all the shops, hang out on the beach, or in my case, as I wasn't feeling my best, sleep. We ended the evening putting all the tech to one side and enjoying a cute date night. Morning guys, I have no idea what came over me yesterday. My brain was so clouded I couldn't focus on anything really, so I slept for most of the day on the beach, and then when we went out on our date night we had food, a couple of drinks, then ended up coming back to the van quite early because we were both really tired by that point. Maybe the sun is just sucking our energy out of us, but today we are leaving this spot and heading to Benone beach where you can camp on the sand, so we're really excited for that. Let's go. What a spot this is. Check it out guys. Got horse riders, the sea like 100 meters away if that. Everyone's camping up. Sam's making chocolate croissants. Perfection. Benone Beach is an area of outstanding natural beauty, I'm sure you can see why, and boasts 7 miles of golden sand and plenty of on-the-beach park-ups. If you fancy a chill day with the sea on your doorstep and a wee barbecue, jot this place down. I think you'll love it too. What time is it?
Barbecue time,
It's
motherfucker.
barbecue time. What are we gonna have?
We're gonna have some Naked Glory chicken.
Yeah, we found
on
some.
skewers.
Where did we find some?
Found some.
In Asda. Yeah, because it's been really difficult to find veggie food here, and especially Naked Glory. So we found that in the frozen section in one of the Asdas here. So we put that in our miniature freezer.
Then we're gonna have some corn on the cob, of course.
Yeah, so sweet corn, sweet peppers, mushroom and chicken skewers with tomatoes and things like that. Look how close the sea is now as well. We're hoping it kind of stops where this kind of makeshift road is. If not, we're gonna have to shift back closer to the dunes over there, but regardless, every spot is a beautiful spot on this beach. This 18th century enchanting estate is a must visit. As you wander through the domain, you'll be sure to spot the spectacular clifftop temple down the never-ending walkway. Visit in the evening to experience a sunset backdrop that will blaze your eyes.
These look different, man. They might have changed the formula. Have you tried one of these?
They're really dark and they look a bit weird. Plus, I'm on a diet.
You're on a diet? What kind of diet?
A hot girl summer diet.
Does that include eating a whole box of biscuits last night?
But anyway, what time do we need to leave today?
Whenever you want, man.
Because we're going to an inflatable water park! Woo! The weather forecast was about to take a turn for the worst, and it was our last day in Northern Ireland before hopping on yet another ferry, this time to Donegal, Republic of. So we decided to go on a day out to the lakes KILREA for a stomach turning, bum clenching and a general nuts day out. Sadly we couldn't film as our GoPro failed us, but we had the best time collecting bumps, bruises and many more epic memories. We have just been to the Lakes KILREA water park and it was absolutely amazing, wasn't it?
It was awesome.
We kind of booked it last minute as like a day out because it was a 40-minute drive in the wrong direction, because today is supposedly the last really good sunny day for the next week, so we wanted to celebrate a bit, didn't we?
We was a little bit gutted to begin with because you only get an hour slot, but it is definitely more than enough, isn't it? Because you get very tired, but you do get a life vest, so you can just lean back and turn into
have a little nap in the pond. I was tired just from getting into the pond and trying to get onto the inflatable. Yeah. But anyway, guess who went on the big red beast water slide? This little critter here. I shit myself and had to go down the smaller green one.
Got photo shot of it.
Yeah, we do. So insert photo here. Anyway, guys, so we are now back at the same spot we camped at last night, I was about to say last week. Yeah. So right here, you can't see it because it's really bright. Yeah, we absolutely loved it. And the reason being is because tomorrow we are going to Donegal! So we have now completed the Causeway coastal route, and then tomorrow we're going to get on the ferry here because it's the quickest way into Donegal, and it takes us into the north where we can start our little Donegal expedition, can't we? Yeah, so we're going to call that a night anyway, guys, and we will catch you in the morning on the ferry to Donegal. Actually, guys, we're going to call that a wrap on today's vlog, and we will catch you next week when we start the Wild Atlantic Way. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe and turn on those notifications if you're enjoying the videos, and we'll catch you next week. Ciao!